Okay, so this video is about habits and patterns. We are definitely creatures of habit, and we need these habits and these patterns, even right from the beginning when we were learning how to become mobile, right? As an infant and a baby, and as we matured into life, things that we do over and over and over again literally get uh, downloaded into your subconscious mind. uh, your brain begins to fire off neurons that wire and become a pathway, like for walking, say, right? You could definitely relate to that. As you were taking your first steps over and over and over again, the reason why you even remembered how to walk, eventually getting up and walking on your own, was because you did it so many times. It became a habit and a pattern. Same thing with talking, and same thing with learning how to write and read, and all of that are because it's set up that when you do something over and over again, those neurons will fire and wire, and they will become a pathway to it at the subconscious level. You don't have to wake up every day and learn how to walk and talk again and again. Isn't that great, right? And how about a bicycle, right? You learn how to ride a bicycle, and maybe you don't even ride that bicycle for years. As soon as you get on it, that memory will come up because it's now a habit and a pattern in your subconscious mind. But how about the ones that are getting in the way? Habits and patterns that are not good for you. Maybe it's something like you're chronically late. That would be an example of something. Perhaps in coaching, you want to break the habit of being late all the time. And it's getting in the way, it's intrusive. There's something at the subconscious that you've been practicing that causes you to have a negative experience in your life that's getting in the way. Perhaps it's at work, right? And they're saying, hey, you have to be on time. Or maybe even in your personal life where friends and family are going, listen, you're always late. This is getting to be a problem. Or perhaps it's something like, a bigger thing like smoking. Okay, so this is a challenge for many people to break the habit and the pattern of doing something that's very detrimental to you. So there is a subconscious belief in there. And with coaching, what we do is through questioning and through different practices and processes and tools that I offer, you'll be able to get to the root cause of why you have something like a negative habit and pattern that would be intrusive in your life. So, one of them would be to really take the time and sit down and ask yourself, why am I late? Or why am I smoking? Get in there, get real with yourself. Ask those very important questions. Why am I doing this? And even if it's a positive response like, I'm smoking because it relaxes me, or I'm late because I just don't like rushing, at least you'll get it up into the light, and you can look at it and you can begin to change it, right? You begin to interrupt it, and you begin to change it. Even with something like smoking, if you postpone a cigarette for even a minute, you have begun to change the habit and the pattern. Or perhaps with being late, you begin to set a timer, okay? Something that's going to interrupt it so that you can begin to create a new habit and pattern. Now, to get ready for this, it's a tool to use would be to get your mind ready for a change. So here are a couple of techniques that you can begin to use today. To get ready for change, to create a new habit, one of the techniques is to take out a piece of paper and a pen and write with your non-dominant hand. It's uncomfortable to do this, but it kind of trains your subconscious mind to get ready for a new habit and a new pattern. Because in the beginning of even wanting to change a pattern like being late or smoking, there's a pleasure in there. And you need to prepare yourself for feeling a little uncomfortable. So that would be my coaching tip. Would begin to change a habit and a pattern that's intrusive. Begin to get ready, like prime yourself for this change that's coming up, where you're feeling uncomfortable for a very neutral reason. So write with your non-dominant hand every day, like write out the alphabet with your non-dominant hand. It's a technique in coaching that will get you ready to begin to let go of a habit and a pattern that's intrusive and not good for you. Okay? So start doing that today. You'll be amazed at the change in how you're going to be able to allow yourself to let go of a habit like being late or smoking or you whatever that habit and pattern is.